to the 2019 International Collegiate Sales Competition. My name is Lee Sellers, and I'm a sales director at Citrix. I handle sales development and recruiting. This will be our third year in the competition. In years 1 and 2, we had the privilege and the responsibility of being the product sponsor, so a lot of you have sold Citrix before. Big thanks to Florida State and Pat Palantino for inviting us in 2 years ago and inviting us back for the third year. We will be the sponsor of the marketing case study. Today, what I'd like to do is give you a little more information about Citrix and our sales program and what we call the sales journey, how we take you from graduation into our sales development program and turn you into a professional salesperson in just a couple of years. Also, I'm going to interview some of the university hires that are currently in the program and just get their feedback of what they're going through and what they're experiencing.
So what I'd like to do over the next 3 to 5 minutes is go over the sales development journey here at Citrix. Our goal, we've been very successful at it over the last 3 years, is to develop leaders and account managers. This journey will show you how we accomplish that. So first, for all of our new hires, they're considered sales development reps, and they go through a new hire boot camp. Our new hire boot camp lasts 4 weeks. In weeks 3 and 4, you will be in classroom for 3 or 4 hours, and then you'll be out on our sales floor for 3 or 4 hours. During the time on the sales floor, you will be doing sales support, which makes you part of a sales team. It allows you to grow your network internally to Citrix and also understand how our business works. Sales support is a role that is imperative to our business to make it function properly. So as you're going through sales support, we found over the years that our reps are very self-motivated. So we created Level Up training, and specifically Level Up for sales development reps. And what that is self-paced training or classroom training where you're able to go through and earn badges so you can show the organization what you've been doing as far as enablement, as far as sales training, also citizenship and belief to help build culture. So now you're in about your 6th month at Citrix, and we're going to ask you to interview for a renewal sales position. In the renewal sales position, you'll be given a portfolio of renewal contracts that you'll be responsible for to bring in any given quarter. The reason we have you interview is first, you know where you stand. If you get the job, you've done great. The other piece is if you don't move to renewals, we're able to give you feedback. That constant feedback loop is important to us, but it's also important to all of our sales development reps. So as you become a renewal specialist, and even if you're a sales development rep, we do advanced sales training for renewals. That advanced sales training is our senior level salespeople training the junior people. We found over time in practical applications and also in surveys that sales reps like to be trained by their peers that are more senior level than they are. It is an optional training that has almost 100% attendance because people like to be trained by their peers. Also, we have an Inside Sales University that's 9 courses, all technical based in 13 weeks, led by an engineer that teaches you Citrix at a higher level, use cases, higher level problems that we solve, and also the technical applications of our software and networking products. Once you graduate from Inside Sales University, you can become a facilitator of advanced sales training. And now you're in front of the room teaching your peers, which is just a great way to advance your career. So at about the 12th month of being a renewal specialist, we make you a mentee. So we assign a commissioned salesperson to you. We also put you in our territory manager program. What we're trying to do is get you ready to have your own Citrix franchise and run your own territory. Again, you will interview for your next role, and you'll either get the role, so you kind of affirms all the work you've been doing, or if there's better candidates, we have great people that work for us. We'll give you feedback on what you need to work on. If you receive the role as a territory manager, you've now been at Citrix for probably under 2 years, but we do take you back through about 4 weeks of training. You'll be training with very tenured salespeople. We do hire people with 7 to 10 years of sales experience, but there'll also be some sales development alumni in your class. Works very well to have the mix of people and mix of backgrounds together. Once you're out on the sales floor, you're running your territory, we do take you through counselor salesperson training. It is a Citrix developed through Wilson Learning. It's a 4-day training that teaches you how to be an enterprise salesperson. We do have Level Up, the individual training that we talked about here for territory managers. We also have advanced sales training for territory managers. Now you're talking about senior level salespeople working on how do you draft proposals, how do you present your proposals, how do you prospect, how do you talk to the C-suite, the chief information officer, all aspects of running a territory. Again, senior level people training their peers. People like to learn from their peers. You also have the ability to travel with us. We do have sales kickoff every year. You will be able to go visit your customers and also visit our partners and anything else that we do where we're bringing together all of our field people in one place to have that level 2 and level 3 sales training and technical training. So what you see is in about the first 2.5 to 3 years at Citrix, we're going to take you through a variety of training and have you interview and achieve a variety of roles to develop your professional selling skills, your business acumen, and also your technical knowledge. Once you complete that, you will be qualified to enter into our team lead program. If management is in your career path, we make you a mentor if that's the direction you want to go, and you'll mentor our renewal reps that are training to be a territory manager. We also allow you to lead our advanced sales training. So now you're training other salespeople. And if you think about it, the way that we sell is we teach our customers how to buy our product. So teaching your peers how to sell the product is great training to become an account executive. The next step in the process is to interview for an account executive role and move into one of the territories outside of Florida or Raleigh. It's not mandatory to do that. We fully anticipate we have people that want to stay within inside sales as their career. They may want to be an inside field sales manager, which we have that, or you may want to go into a leadership role and become a manager. The main reason I like to show this journey is we do script your first 3 years at Citrix. Your job is to learn. Your job is to interview and develop into higher end roles. And your job is to get ready to become either a field sales manager, an inside field sales manager, or an inside sales manager. We don't want you to have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out what to do with your career. Once you finish the program and you're outside of that first 3 to 5 years, then it's up to you to decide the direction you want to go. And you'll have management team members. You'll have myself as a sales director, and you'll also have people in enablement that can steer you in the right direction and give you all the information you need to help map out your Citrix career.
Today I'm with Courtney. She's part of our sales team in Raleigh. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great.
So why don't we start off and you just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, yeah, I went to school at UNCW, majored in marketing over there, and then ran track as well for UNCW.
Hey everyone, so my name's Josh Lowry. Been here at Citrix here for about 3 months.
Okay.
I went to Appalachian State University, which is actually here in North Carolina, about 3 hours or so from Raleigh, up there in the mountains.
I'm Trent Segerin. I'm from Eagan, Minnesota, way up in the north, big hockey fan, so just gonna play up there. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Where'd you go to school?
So I went to school at Winona State University. It was definitely a great experience. Joined a couple sales programs down there.
Okay. So were you part of the sales team at Appalachian State?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the professors there reached out to me and was, really tried to get me to take the introductory sales course.
Okay.
So somewhat reluctantly, I was like, okay, it works. I can do it.
Yep.
So then spent 3 semesters in that program and graduated with a sales degree.
Have you ever been to sales competitions?
Yes, I have. So my experience with sales competitions were with Pi Sigma Epsilon, which is a professional business fraternity, and as well the sales team. I got to travel down to Tampa, Florida, to compete at one of the national sales competitions.
So you were at one of the PSE regionals. Which one?
So I've been to a couple of them.
Okay.
A few of them in Wisconsin, one in Naperville, just the whole Midwest.
Naperville's where we met.
That's where we met, yes.
That's where we met. Okay. Did you go to any competitions?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a really positive experience. In my fall semester when I graduated, I got recruited to go to ICSC, the sales competition down in Orlando.
Okay.
Ironically enough, the product we were selling was Citrix. You might remember
We have met before.
We have met before. The first time I met Lee, he was my buyer at the sales competition. But it was a really good experience, getting to kind of learn, all the features and the benefits of Citrix products, and then interacting with the other sales students and recruiters there.
When you were making your decision coming out of UNC Wilmington, what finally made you decide to come to Citrix?
I think the deciding factor is actually coming into the office, feeling that environment, feeling exactly how it would be if I were to work there, and I could really just see myself working here. So that's what kind of sold it for me, and meeting all of my team.
A lot of opportunity with sales competition participants and also at ICSC. Talk about Citrix. What drew you to Citrix and ultimately helped make your decision?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I think, thinking back on it, I really didn't see myself ending up in software sales at all.
Okay.
So I think kind of what persuaded me was the people. So you and Matt Gardner were the first people I met. Okay. And I guess your personalities and the way you guys spoke was engaging to me. And really, when I showed up at the building here in Raleigh and saw the environment, it felt young. There was a lot of people collaborating. Mm-hmm. Really, the energy was really got me excited, and there's a lot of good opportunity, I think, to start your career and stay your career.
What kind of led you to Citrix and led you to make the decision to come here?
Yes, I would say definitely just the culture and the feel around Citrix. When I was able to come on site, all the team members were helping each other out, and I definitely saw it would be definitely a great fit where I could be able to grow. And even just meeting the managers I work with right now, Matt and as well Will and Lindsay, I met them at the PSE conference, and they were very open to speak with me, walk me through my goals at Citrix, and they were very open. And even today now, still, if I have a question, I can walk up to them. They're very open to help me out, and it's been a very great start in onboarding here at Citrix.
So you started on July the 15th with a group of other university hires from basically all over the country. Mm-hmm. How's your experience been? It's
been awesome. I think, this is probably the first time in my life that I've been in a group that's so good at what they do. It's been awesome and challenging in some ways with having a group that's so talented and so competitive, but also so friendly, and they really want to help each other succeed. Talk a little bit about the training that you guys went through and what the early results look like.
Yeah, so the training coming in, we were with a group of 15. We were able to go through world-class training with our managers, really learning about the industry, the different types of Citrix products, and then starting to role play and get ready to hit the sales floor. Okay. And it was really definitely a lot of great trainings. We all started July 15th. I believe there's 15 or 16 of us. There still is. So basically we started off just a whole training, getting a feel of Citrix and all of its products, and just being able to learn about everything, and being able to figure out what exactly we needed to do. And then after that training, we were able to go straight into being able to call out with people. Okay. Just getting the feel of being on the phones and prospecting.
Straight cold calls.
Oh yeah, straight cold calls. All
you just have a number and a person, and you know what they do, and you just call them.
Yep, and hope for the best.
So your team has done a great job picking up cold calling and outbounding. How did you do last month? Yeah, so last month I did really well. I think it was about 115% of quota. Which is exciting. Looking back at the beginning of the month, I didn't think I was going to get there, but I did. How many demos did you set? I set 38 demos last month. Okay, and the quota was 30? Quota was 30. So
last month I closed out with 38 demos, with our quota being at 30 demos set per month. So
fantastic. Always
trying to exceed that goal.
So you come out of training, you train for 2 weeks, you start in August, you're cold calling, you're trying to set up demos. How did that work? How many demos in August? In August, I actually kind of had a learning curve that hit me. I didn't start out the greatest, but that's when I took the help that I had, as there's definitely a lot of great mentors and coaches that were available to sit down, pull my calls, listen, take out some key insights, and help me revamp my pitch to really fit my style
and helped me out. And then I was able to turn some numbers around for the month of September.
So you set up 3 demos in August. How many did you do in September?
September, we would want to say we 10x'd it. I went to set up 35 demos. So really taking the key insights and the feedback and using it to help me grow. Like any student just out of college is going to need that opportunity, and Citrix has really offered me it.
How would you rate your experience so far from July 15th to now?
It's
the whole thing.
The whole
The
thing.
sales program, Raleigh, everything put together.
Yeah, I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's definitely a 10. It's been a great experience. I feel like I have family here. Again, there's a lot of different sales students coming all over the country to join Citrix. We became really close. It's not really a competition. Everyone's willing to help. We're getting really close with my managers, as they're always open to help me out and spend time with me and really set forward. So far it's been a really great move. And as well, I'm down in the city of Raleigh. It's pretty nice to be down here.
I think I saw you walking to work this morning.
I love Raleigh. It's a really great town. So much going on. And with being at Citrix, really I can walk to work from my house, so that's always fun. And then just the team culture at Citrix is really great. Everyone wants to help you. Just being able to have people on your team that want to see you advance and develop in your role.
Like, I'm excited to come in and, like, be competitive and really, like, kind of compete against myself and really just, not to be cheesy, but like really get better every single day at what I'm doing. And there's definitely like opportunities to move along, move up in the company here.